Look out.
Yeah. And speaking of guy there, how about that 6-time World 100 wins 2 times. He's won the Dream in that capital car. Billy Moyer out of Batesville, Arkansas. Hard to believe he's 63 years old. Started racing in 1977.
Oh, my.
Was his first year.
Other drivers on the track for this hot lap session over in turn number 3. Behind of him, the driver formerly out of Chandler, Arizona, now calling Adel, Iowa home in the SSI Motorsports 20RT. That is Ricky Thornton Jr. Behind of him out of Lake Elmo, Minnesota in the B1 Bomber. That is Brent Larson. Brent Larson in the B1. And James following him out. He will start.
No relation.
No relation. He will start on the pole of heat race number 1 tonight out of Elk Grove, California in the Kevin Rumley on MAV TV Plus Longhorn number 6. That is Kyle Larson. Over in turn number 4, James, out of Harrisburg, Illinois, in the Riggs Motorsports number 81. That'll be Jason Riggs. Jason Riggs in the 81, now making his way down the front straightaway. Also coming off turn number 4 will be one of the drivers that won here last night. He is out of Blairsville, Georgia. In the Nutrient Ag Solutions, Lance Landers, own number 49, Superman Jonathan Davenport. Those of you watching at home saw just behind him one of our rookies out of Waynesboro, Virginia. In the Gunners Honey 17, that is Logan Robertson. A couple other drivers on the track for this hot lap session just behind of him out of Manhattan, Kansas. It'll be the 18, the Quick Chop sponsored entry of Chase Younghands. He'll be followed out by the second generation driver of the 88. That is Little Head Knocker. That is Tyler Ivy. Tyler Ivy in the 88. And the Reaper, Ryan Gustin out of Marshalltown, Iowa in the 19R. Those are the drivers on the track for this first hot lap session. And again, these are the drivers that will be competing against each other a little bit later on in heat race number 1. Again, we'll have 6 traditional Dirt Late Model Dream heat races tonight. Their lineups were set by the way they ran yesterday in the Eldora Speedway Every Lap Matters format. They get points every time they're on the racetrack under race conditions, so anytime they qualify, they get points. Whenever they run a heat race, they get points based on their finishing position, and whenever they run the feature, they get points based on that as well. At the end of the night, the high point driver, Jonathan Davenport, or in last night's case, his son Blaine Davenport, spun the Wheel of Misfortune, and that gave us an invert of 2. So these heat races are lined up by how drivers performed yesterday with the top 2 inverted, the front row flipped, and that's what gives us the starting lineup for these 6 traditional 15-lap heat races here tonight. I see that Walton, Kentucky's Robbie Hensley has made his way out on the track in the 21, and two other drivers that I believe made their way out on the track. They're over in turns 1 and 2. The 5-time Attica Raceway Park Track champ is Ryan Missler, and there on your screen just behind of him is the former Eldora Speedway track champ, the 2017 track champion out of Bloomington, Indiana. That is K-Rob Kent Robinson of the JB Salvage NV Suspension sponsored NV Customs number 7R. Again, these are the drivers in heat race number 1, hot lap session number 1, about to go green.
It's hard to believe we'll have the 3rd and 4th highest paying races of Dirt racing history this weekend.
Crazy.
And you and I, at the end of Saturday night, we have called 3 of the 4.
We've called 3 of the 4, yes.
We did the Dirt Million, of course, at Mansfield
a couple years ago, yeah.
Yep.
And
we were probably in the stands here in 01, too.
I would say that we were, yes. I would say that we were. Someone else on the mic, but I'm sure that we were here. And maybe enjoying it probably before the toilet block.
Savannah Moran was here.
She was
here in 01.
She was barely here.
She was barely here.
She was barely here, yes. Now she's a Miss Eldora on the stage.
There you go.
Yes. You know, a few weeks ago, what was cool was at 3 different locations, the entire Moran family
I saw that.
was in Victory Lane. Savannah, being one of the Miss Eldoras this year, she was on the Eldora Victory stage. Tristan Moran and Donnie promoting Muskingum County Speedway. They were in Victory Lane. You can hear pictures taken with, I believe Colton Flinner got the late model win at Muskingum County last night. And Devin Moran and brother Wiley, they were getting their pictures taken when Devin picked up the win that weekend. And I cannot remember where that one was. It was not our Castro Racing Atomic. One of the 4 races Devin has won this year. But the entire Moran family at 3 different locations, all in Victory Lane, all the same night. That's kind of cool.
No love for the oldest Brody?
Brody was not. No, Brody was at Muskingum County.
Okay, all right. That counts.
Probably
that
running
counts.
the Packer truck.
That counts.
Well, the fastest driver right now in hot laps is this track. Again, still a little slimy as we see it early on. No surprise, Jonathan Davenport, 2/10 quicker as he has been about all weekend with a 1.585.1. Jimmy Owens second quick. Mike Marlar third quick. That's not true. Mike Marlar is not out there. Neither is Jimmy Owens. I think that my timing is still showing crazy laps up here. At 15.861, that seems quick too, James. I think you're in the 17-second bracket. We'll get you an updated.
Just to refresh people's memories, of course, the $1 million win race, Donnie Moran, and Earl Pearson Jr. when he won the Dirt Million in Mansfield, that was $202,000, right?
Yes, it was.
So we get 127 tonight and then 126 on Saturday.
Yes.
Awesome.
And you and I were trying to decide. There's been a few $100,000 to win races over the last few years. More specifically, the Dirt Track World Championship, also here in the state of Ohio, Portsmouth Raceway Park. Has there been anything that has paid? Is there anything in between that? Anything that's paid a little over $100,000?
Somebody tweet us, or Todd Turner might know.
Yeah, you and I tried to think. We couldn't think of like a random 101,000 or 110 or anything like that. But I'm not positive. It's very possible that the 5 or 6 or however many 100,000 to win DTWCs there have been now that the top 6, 8, 10 highest paying dirt late model races have all been right here in the Buckeye State.
That's pretty amazing.
Yes,
that's pretty awesome. All right, we'll give it a go here again. Again, this will be the first heat. It'll be 15 laps coming up at 8 o'clock tonight. Top 3 will transfer, and the winner starts 6th.
Yeah, the winner in heat number 1 starts 6th. The winner of heat number 6 starts 1st. So if you finish 1st in heat 6, you start on the pole of the Dirt Late Model Dream. If you finish 2nd in heat 6, you start 12th.
It was good to see Smoke, as you said earlier.
Yes, it was. Yes, you and I got to visit.
Our staff.
He kind of did the Wedding Crashers thing. Our staff meeting a little bit early on. Scolded Nate Hartman for bringing his cell phone camera out. Then you and I, we had an opportunity to talk for 15, 20 minutes with Tony up here a little bit early on. It was good to see.
I think Leah's coming tonight. Leah's going to be here.
Leah is going to be here.
Leah's going to be here.
Ruick will be here, yes.
There you go.
All right. Well, Jonathan Davenport, we've got our updated timing and scoring in front of us now, James. JD, 16744. He's still 3/10 quicker than anyone else. Ryan Gustin, second quick right now on hot laps. Ricky Thornton Jr., third. Kyle Larson, fourth. And K-Rob, fifth. As again, this track early on, as we typically or almost always see here at Eldora, just a little slimy as they get the track run in a little bit.
Remember, there was a time they didn't hot lap. Started right at 7 o'clock.
I'm glad they do. It makes the track better. I'm glad they do. Because you imagine going out and running a heat race on that track right there. It'd be slimy the first several laps. It'd be hammered down. You wouldn't be able to pass. I'm glad they run hot laps, kind of blow the track off a little bit. James, next group of hot laps making their way out on the track.
How about the top 2 in the Dirt Late Model Dirt on Dirt poll this week? Both won last night. Davenport and Overton. Well, he raced number 2. Their hot lap session on the racetrack led up by the number 11. Put in another J. Dickens motor tonight out of Verona, Kentucky. That'll be Josh Rice in 11. Behind him will be the 79 car driving for Billy Hicks out of Mount Airy, North Carolina. It'll be Clover, South Carolina driver Ross Bales. There you see Josh Rice right there. And then the 79 of Ross Bales. Behind them, the Show Me 100 winner. It'll be Hudson O'Neill, the Roger Sellers Rocket. Out of Martinsville, Indiana, is Hudson O'Neill here on the main straightaway. Jimmy Owens, former Dream winner. He's in the Ramirez number 20. Reese Monument Company, Tim Short Auto Group entry, the number 111. It'll be the Roberts B Company Rocket. That'll be Stephen Roberts. He's out of Sylvester, Georgia. In the iRacing Big River Steel 14 Rocket for Clint Boyer. It'll be Josh Richards out of Shinston, West Virginia, the 28 former Dirt Late Model Dream winner. In the Vomac Truck Sales Rocket, it'll be Dennis Erb Jr., the Lucas Oil number 1, the 2006 World 100 winner, Earl Pearson Jr., out of Jacksonville, Florida. The 83, the TNT chassis, out of Johnson City, Tennessee. That will be Jensen Ford. In car 83, also the 1ST. We'll get some more cars coming at you out of turn number 4. There'll be the pole sitter for heat number 2, the CJ Johnson Rocket, the 37, out of Fairmont, West Virginia. That'll be Jacob Hawkins, the 1ST, the Rancho Milagro, Mesilla Valley Transportation Longhorn of Johnny Scott, out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. And DJ, I'm seeing if Dwayne Chamberlain, who made an engine change.
He's not out there. He's
not out there. He's still in the pit area. So
I could have a snack.
I got look what I found. someone.
You've got to do double stuff for the double dreams, right?
Yes.
Someone graciously brought me up double stuffed Oreos. Whoever did that, God bless you.
You don't know who it was?
I have no idea if they're back there. And they may not even be for me, to be honest. I cooked them those, so.
Well, you gave us gave away our secret location in turn one where we can go get some goodies down there, but that's all right.
Sorry about
I'll
that.
forgive you for that.
I know. We'll be all right.
Pace is picking up, isn't it?
Well, that's why I bring a cooler in with me. I mean,
Yes, congratulations on your new sticker,
I
too.
do. I tweeted it. Did you see it?
Yes, I did.
My new sticker.
Yes, I did.
PSG
I wanted to be
sticker.
right beside the flying Hawaiian Shane Yoder, but
I saw Sam Yoder down there when I was
I got you.
when I was saying hello to the folks at the Eldora bar a little bit earlier.
You just gave them a wave, didn't you?
I asked for 2 ingredients in this particular beverage that I ordered, and I think they forgot one of them. So look at that.
Was that the apple?
The deal. No, the apple was in there. It may have been the official track sponsor, Coca-Cola, that was missing. Jensen Ford is the fastest to the dealership. Jensen, we got to work on that a little bit. That's got to be.
Was it
it's gotta be a little
Jason?
more
Jason
organic.
Hastings came up with that.
I don't think so. I'm not sure. I think it may have come from my buddy Jay Tidwell. I'm not sure.
What
It's
about
gotta
the
be
red?
I feel like it's
the
got
red
to be
clay rebel?
organic. Ben?
Actually, guys, so,
Proven, close.
so James, update for you on Dwayne Chamberlain. I talked to them. Obviously, yesterday an engine blew up. Well, they put a brand new, another engine in it today. They turned the car on an hour ago, and that one broke. So they are done for the night again.
Man, oh man, that's crazy.
Wow. You want to grab this hot lap group, James? I'm eating these double stuffed Oreos over here.
All right,
Thank you.
This will be number 315 laps. And their hot lap session will be kept.
The hot lap session's not 15.
Well, I'm ready to go right now.
Well, I
we
know
got
you
an
are,
hour.
but
We got an
you
hour. We
got
got
an hour.
55 minutes to wait.
No, this is just a hot lap. The heat is 15 laps. The hot lap session.
You like
is
Greg
not,
Satterley
thankfully.
going to the white in recent months?
I love it. I love it. Yes.
He's out of Indiana, Pennsylvania. There's the 44 in the Dryden Rocket. That'll be Chris Madden of Great Court, South Carolina. The Candy Apple Red 16 Skyline Motorsports entry. That'll be Tyler Bruning. He's out of Decorah, Iowa. In the 15 car, first-time visitor at Eldora. The CarQuest entry. That'll be Dean Bowen. He's out of Cerro Gordo, North Carolina. The 25 making his season debut in a Team Zero Bloomquist car out of Salem, West Virginia. That'll be Mike Benedum. The 1G, the Warrior House car out of Seymour, Tennessee. For Brian King and Mike Knuckles, that'll be Ryan King. There's the 4 car out of Iowa,
Josh.
Michigan. That'll be Travis Stemler. Are you okay over there?
Yes, and not Josh King.
Not Josh King, no. The 17M car, the Easy Go Team Zero Bloomquist car. That'll be Dale McDowell. He'll be the pole sitter for heat number 3 coming up in 55 minutes or so. It'll be the 6 car. Good to see him back in the late model. 12 modified wins this year. Danny Hatcher owns that Team Zero car in Campbellsville, Kentucky. That'll be Mooresville, North Carolina driver Nick Hoffman. There's one of our 25-lap winners last night, the 76, the Wells & Sons Motorsports Longhorn. That'll be Brandon Overton. He's out of Evans, Georgia. The 18, the Dyna C Team Zero car. That'll be Shannon Babb out of Moweaqua, Illinois. Hey, good to have this guy back. Former World 100 winner in the Cole car. The Rocket, formerly out of Williamson, West Virginia, now living in Knoxville, Tennessee. That will be John Blankenship. In the Dome Cycle 17 Longhorn, broke a drive shaft last night. And back with us here today out of Cross Lanes, West Virginia, that'll be Zach Dome. Zach Dome in 17. So this will be heat number 3, hot laps right now for them.
You did that well. Again, thank you for stepping in.
Are you okay?
I'm good. I've still got a few of these double stuffed Oreos over here to eat. So, were you? Do you remember the time that Ruben told everyone in Arizona to tweet their sweet?
Yes,
Yes. No, Ruben, green flag's out. I see you down there reaching for the mic, buddy. You got to wait. No, got to wait your turn.
Just got a tweet from Sandra Miller. You know Sandra Miller, right? Matt's wife.
Yes.
They're watching us. Outside in their television. Well, not in their television, but they're watching on television.
Outside their television where most folks watch.
Yeah, in their gazebo. And wishing they were here, and hopefully they'll be here for the World 100. Matt Miller, former Dirt Late Model Dream winner.
He's
line a couple times this year in the red at number 3 car. Hey, also real quickly, too, want to give a shout out to a good friend of ours watching back home. Again, Greg Stevens, the captain back there. I know that Greg would love to be here. Of course, long time videographer, producer, just kind of jack of all trades. We really miss seeing Greg here at the racetrack. I know he's battling some health issues. Greg, just wants you to know, man, that you are missed and that we love you, brother, and certainly hope that things are getting better on your end. Ben Shelton.
Yeah, we definitely miss seeing Greg at the racetrack and wish him nothing but the best wishes and getting to feeling better. Talked to Nick Hoffman today and asked him what it was like going from the late model to the mod, and he said it wasn't a huge difference other than dirty air in these late models is like nothing else in the mods. He said really he thought he ran a good race last night. The restarts killed him in the feature because of the dirty air, but he feels like they made some changes today to free the car up. And overall, Hoffman very happy in his second late model start of the year here last night.
And Ben, to touch on that, they were having brake issues last night. I talked to Nick as well, and he said, you know, the car's just a little better than the driver, and it's hard to believe, but obviously he said that just comes from limited experience in a late model as he gets set to go in that Hatcher's number 6.
All right, well,
DJ, they're going to run a limited amount of late model races the rest of the year. I think maybe their next race plan would be the North-South 100 at Florence coming up in August.
Well, next group of drivers out on the track, as you see them there on the screen on the top of the triple box, in the Viper Motorsports number 111 out of Centerville, Pennsylvania. That is Max Blair. Behind of him is the driver that made the trip up from Norman Park, Georgia. His first ever appearance here at the Eldora Speedway. It's John Baker. Not Frank Poncherello's partner in crime, John Baker, but the youngster, John Baker. You remember Ponch? Remember John and Ponch from Chips?
Yes, I do.
Behind of them, that's the first Chips reference we've ever had here.
We've never had that, nor a Miami Vice reference.
No,
Don Johnson and
that intro music on Chips, that'll stick in your head for a while. You play that, I mean, that you can't get that out of your head. There is Michael Brown in the 24D behind of them, also on the Speedway. In the 26, driver Ben talked to earlier, it's Jimmy Sharp Jr. out of Lyons, Georgia, again in the number 26. Other drivers on the track for this hot lap session include the driver now rolling on the inside of the racetrack out of Charlotte, North Carolina, Statesville, North Carolina in the Clary's 89. It's G.R. Smith. G.R. Smith in the 89. There is the driver out of Zebulon, Georgia in the 25, Shane Clanton. Clanton, the 2012 Dirt Late Model Dream winner in the Greg Bruning Skyline Materials number 25. Top 5 run last night for the driver out of Chatham, Illinois. It is Squirrel Brian Shirley looking for his best career Dirt Late Model Dream finish. His best was a 15th back 10 years ago in 2011. A few other drivers out on the track for this hot lap session include the driver out of Oakwood, Illinois in the 32. It's the smooth operator Bobby Pierce. Bobby Pierce in the 32. Couple other drivers on the track, the 1997 Dirt Late Model Dream winner out of Menominee, Wisconsin. It's the Iceman, Jimmy Mars in 28. Jimmy Mars still getting used to the yellow colors of the Vite Vonco Deputy Enterprises sponsored entry. And one other driver on the track for this hot lap session, James, over in turn number 2 out of Batesville, Indiana, the second generation driver, the Nobby Mower Shop. Number 5 in, that is Dustin Nobby. Dustin Nobby in the 5 in.
I believe Max Blair was the highest finishing rookie here last night, right, in one of the 2 features?
Yes, he was. I missed a driver too, James. He's just now coming up to speed over in turns 3 and 4. He led part of the feature last night, now coming off turn number 4 in the black and green number 2S out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, Stormy Scott. Stormy Scott who he was caught watching himself on the video board and slid into the wall down in turns 1 and 2. We'll see if he's able to rebound here a little bit later on this evening.
How many times have you seen that in an NFL? How many times have you seen that in an NFL? When the guy's on a breakaway run or whatever, and he looks up at the screen, and unfortunately it bit him last night, Stormy Scott, but he had a good run going. This will be heat number 4 here in a little bit. Shane Clanton. You mentioned winning the Dirt Late Model Dream. That was John Kennedy that year in 2012 when he won the World 100 before that. That was with Ronnie Dobbins, legendary car owner. But Max Blair teaming up with
James.
Yes.
How's the weather?
Sean and Lisa Martin. I don't know. Fine.
Looks stormy to me.
Oh, okay. Let's hope not.
Stormy Scott.
Okay.
Top the leaderboard.
Yes.
15286.
I hope he didn't look at the scoreboard tonight.
No, I just looked at the sky.
Video
He
board.
probably did too. Stormy Scott 15286. Max Blair second quick right now. Kyle Bronson third. Shane Clanton fourth and Bobby Pierce fifth. This next group of drivers.
You scared me for a moment there.
Out on the track.
All right. This will be heat number 5 there in a little bit. It'll be the 25Z. That's Ziggy out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania, in that rocket car. That'll be Mason Ziegler at 25Z. The 22 Team Zero by Bloomquist car. That'll be Chris Ferguson out of Mount Holly, North Carolina, in the Kennard entry. Car number 22 behind him, the 99 Junior, the Storage Squares, DirtOval66.com entry. Talon Center turning the wrenches on Frank Heckenast Jr. out of Frankfort, Illinois, in a Durham-powered entry. Behind him, the 33, his first visit to Eldora, the veteran driver out of Apollo Beach, Florida, in the Angry Elephant, piercings and tattoos. That is Jeff Matthews.
Yes, I love it.
It's the number 1 car, Larry Mooring, the owner of that car, Black Diamond out of Mount Vernon, Iowa, 2-time Lucas Oil MLRA champion Chad Simpson, the number 8 in the G-Style Transport Donaldson Grading Team Zero Bloomquist car. That is Kyle Strickler. Kyle Strickler out of Mooresville, North Carolina, in car number 8.
Did you get through them all?
Well,
that was quick.
We still got a few to go yet.
Okay, go ahead.
We got Ricky Weiss on the front straight. Well, the seven car here on the front straight. Well, 39 is in turn 2. He was the Stream Invitational winner last year. That is Tim McCready in the Donald and Gina Bradshaw Paler Motorsports entry. There's the 0S out of Garland, Pennsylvania. That is Ryan Scott. Ricky Weiss in the Dryden 7 Sniper out of Headingley, Manitoba, Canada. The 4G Cody Evans. Cody Evans had a good run last night. He's out of Camden, Ohio. And Jerry Bowersock. Is Jerry out there? Yeah, he is. He's there on the main straightaway in the best performance. Number 95 Rocket out of Wapakoneta, Ohio.
Tyler Earth turning wrenches on the 95J this weekend.
And the 111. He's on the one. He's on Stephen Roberts' car, yeah.
Crew chief for hire. Jeff Babcock not turning wrenches. He's drinking Diet Coke in the suites.
Love Jeff Babcock. Miss him being out here, don't you?
Yes.
Matt Miller, Jeff Babcock. I mean, that's just...
John Henry. On the
great. What's John doing?
I've not heard from John in a while. I don't know.
Maybe he'll be here for the world.
He might be here for the world. Timmy McCready goes to the top of the leaderboard with a 152.76. Stormy, Max, KB, and Shane, your top 5. A first name basis with them. Kyle Strickler, 6 quick in warm-ups. Next group of drivers about to make their way out.
6th and final.
And I was going to say, the final group of drivers to make their way out.
Then we've got a lot of pre-race.
And I think, guys, Ben and Ruben, I think we may have lost one driver. As I was in the pits earlier, and I don't see him coming up for this group, I did not see the fastest ponytail Freddie Carpenter as I was in the pits earlier.
Yeah, I do believe you're right. I did not catch him down here. So tough break. Freddie didn't have a lot of luck here last night. Not back with us tonight. How about a guy that was in that last set a week ago tonight? He won a thriller over at Fairbury. Frank Heckenast Jr., first win of the year, worth $5,000. Frankie had a decent night last night, but he's definitely been picking up some speed here early in 2021.
James, the winner share of the 50-50 is now up over $11,000. I thought we could get to 20 tonight. You were pretty ambitious. You thought we could get the winner share up to 25. We'll see how high it can go. If you have not yet bought your 50-50 ticket, I'd encourage you to do so. If you already bought some, I'd encourage you to maybe buy a few more. And you know, we mention this every year, but here's the other great thing. We talk a lot about how much money someone walks out of here with, but the other beneficiary of that is Racing for Relief and the Tony Stewart Foundation. So not only are you taking a chance at winning some money, but you're donating towards a great cause as well. You don't even have to be here. If you live anywhere at all in my home state, the Buckeye State right here of Ohio, you can actually go to Eldora5050.com. Even if you're watching at home at FloRacing right now, you can, if you live in Ohio, you can go to, or if you are in Ohio right now, you can go to Eldora5050.com and buy 50-50 tickets for tonight's raffle.
Yeah, and the foundation does a great job. I know in Tony's hometown of Columbus, Indiana, a couple years ago, they bought bulletproof vests for the dogs, for the police dogs.
That's so cool.
And that is awesome. 6th and final hot lap group, DJ. So far, still the fastest overall here. Tim McCready, 15.276 here in hot laps. And the track looks fantastic, Dustin. It was, as you mentioned, it's a hazy, hot, humid day.
Yeah, it was odd because it was, look,
Yeah.
this weather forecast has changed about 12 times in the last 48 hours. At
Right.
one point, we weren't sure that we were going to get these first 2, maybe even the first 3 nights in. And instead, we have been very fortunate. We're getting things in. The temperatures have gone up. It was supposed to be about 78 or 80 today. And I'd say it's in about the mid-80s out there right now where it was earlier this afternoon. And we've just been blessed with a beautiful day of racing here. Nothing's going to change with it looks like about the top 7 or 8. Spencer Hughes, the fastest driver, I believe, in that group with a quick lap of 1:5.488. That's good enough for 9th fastest. So that will conclude Hot Laps here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. And your fastest driver in Hot Laps is the 39 of T-Mac, Tim McCready, with a 1:5.276. We'll see if he's able to parlay that into a solid run in his heat race here a little bit later on. And for those of you that are watching at home, don't forget to hashtag tweet your flow seat. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media platform you're on. If you're like the rest of us, you're probably on all 3 of them or 4 or 5 of them. Use the hashtag tweet your flow seat. You can also use the hashtag DLM Dreams, short for Dirt Late Model Dreams. Hashtag DLM Dreams. Hashtag tweet your flow seat. Let us know where you're watching from, whether you're here on the grounds, whether you're at home in the man cave, maybe relaxed in the catnapper there back home as well.
The Millers in the gazebo.
Yes, that's right. The Millers are in the gazebo, and we appreciate that. Let us know where you're watching from, and hashtag tweet your flow seat.
We had a lot of we appreciate all the fans. I mean, we can't read them all, and
No.
we appreciate it, and it's almost impossible. We read them like we read some last night and this morning, and we really appreciate everybody chiming in and how much they enjoyed the show last night. And we've got 3 more nights of this, and 127,000. If that doesn't, oh my goodness, that's just awesome. Well, some pre-race action coming up. Those cars, they're in the first heat. I see some of them still right now heading to the Tire Tech inside of turns 3 and 4. So they've got to pass through that before they are allowed to stage. And again, that'll be coming up at 8 o'clock tonight. Heat number 1, 15 laps. Again, each of the heat races, 15 laps tonight. The top 3 will transfer. And again, that heat number 1, the front row, is Kyle Larson and Jonathan Davenport.